Hey folks, my name is David Ross. Welcome to AI 3-Minute Master. As always, we're going to be learning a nifty teacher trick using ChatGPT or one of the other LLMs, your choice of course. First things first, in every single one of these lessons we're going to be accessing my prompt library, which is free and designed for teachers, K-12 and higher ed. The next screen you're going to see in the video is a QR code that links to the library or a URL. I want you to open that up and bookmark it because we're going to be using it today and from now on in everything we do. Hey folks, in this episode we're going to focus on standards-based lesson design. First things first, as always, we're in our prompt library. I did a search and there are 26 entries that mention the word standards. So that's why I've opened it up to this particular prompt. It's a two-part prompt and we haven't done a two-part prompt yet. So I thought an easier way for me to do it is to actually show you the prompt on a Google Doc that I'm linking to. So the next screen you're going to see, I'll call it up now, is going to be a Google Doc with the actual prompt on it. So prompt 1, please read and analyze the section of the ancient China in the California History Social Science framework for 6th grade. Prompt 2, use your analysis of that section to create a 50-minute lesson plan that introduces my students to ancient China. I would like an engaging opening activity and a brief check for understanding at the end of the lesson. Make specific references to the sections of the framework you're using to create the lesson. Excuse me, and then I've copied the lesson that it generated below. You will, of course, put in your context. So whichever state you put in, you're going to put in that state's framework and that state's subject area and the grade level that you teach so that it's appropriate for you. So you've taken the link to this document, so I'm going to, as always, copy the first prompt. And again, you will replace the details, my details, with your details about your teaching context. I'm going to pop over to ChatGPT. I'm going to put it in there, and I'm going to see what it gives me. Usually it only takes a couple seconds for it to load. This seems to be going slower than usual, but that's okay. It's a Tuesday in ChatGPT world. Look at this. It's reviewing the major sections of the social studies framework for California, 6th grade. All right, I'm going to go back to my document. Now I'm going to copy in prompt 2. You will again introduce your teaching context, however long your class is, whatever subject you're teaching, whatever grade level. And if there's any kind of groovy elements of a lesson that you want, I've put my own preferences in my prompt. And then I'm going to go back to ChatGPT. I'm going to tell it good work. Work. Now I'll paste in the second prompt and see what it gives me. I'm getting a message, memory updated, which means it's referencing the prior prompt. And now it's giving me a lesson that absolutely ties to my teaching standards. Fabulous. In our next lesson, we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to create a standards-based rubric. Thanks, ChatGPT.